Good morning. It is July 30th, Tuesday. It is 10 o'clock. Been on trail about an hour. It's in my 31st day on trail. I think I said the date wrong yesterday or the day on trail, but what I said today is correct. Well, good and bad yesterday. I only wanted to do 12. Didn't want to push it, so I got to this water source. And Guthook said there was a few camp sites around there. And so I filled up with 3.5 liters of water, which is about 6.5 pounds. And there was nothing. So I decided the next campground was 3.5, and I figured for sure there'd be some flat spot somewhere I could camp. Well, there wasn't. So I ended up hiking 16.5 miles, carrying an extra 6.5 pounds of water. Got to this campsite, and of course it's filled with dolphins. Because now, as I mentioned in other videos, they have flipped up to Oregon and Washington, heading north. And so it's kind of becoming really a pain, because you can't plan anything because they're just coming from all directions. It's just entirely too many people on this trail. And so I did find a place to put my tent up. It was about 7:30 when I got there. Hell, 3 or 4 more dolphins rolled in. Just cowboy camped in the grass. But time I got done eating and setting up, hell, it was 8:45, and they were all crawling in their tents to go to bed. And I still had things to do. I wanted to clean up some, but I didn't. I knew I'd make so much noise because I had bug lotion and sunscreen all over me. So I just crawled in my clean clothes and went to bed. And slept. I was exhausted. This trek is just like the last one. It is nothing but uphill, downhill, uphill, downhill. No flat spots anywhere. So it's been tough. The bad thing is, though, I pushed it so hard yesterday. Now my left ankle, just like my right ankle's hurting. Those top ligaments are all stretched out and overused. And I got to camp. It was really hurting this last night and this morning again. So at the first water source, I ran into my first true Thru hikers, northbound. They have it flipped. They're actually said they started in April and they went through the Sierras, and they got about 280 miles to go and they're done. Boy, and they looked at their clothes were just ratty. I guess they looked so filthy they won't even get clean anymore. One of them was from Australia and the other one was from America. I think they just hooked up and started hiking together. They were pretty nice guys. And I have no idea what I'm gonna do today or go. Pretty tired. Didn't want to do that long mileage yesterday, and now I'm paying for it. But it's a beautiful day, sunny. Walking in the woods again. This national forest is actually very pretty. It's just no campsites anywhere, not a lot of water too. So I'm having to filter my water. And the guy from Australia told me this morning, because I told him I quit filtering, he said he did too. And he ended up getting Girardi in the Sierras. He said it was pretty bad. It's bad sickness when you get it. Pretty much diarrhea, throwing up, fever for anywhere from 3, I've heard from 3 days to 2 weeks even. So I guess I might start well, I know I'm filtering this section anyway because it's low. It's national forest isn't that high. But they also told me I'm gonna love Oregon when I get there, because like I just mentioned, Washington is pretty much up, down, up, down, up, down. No flat spots. I mean, every day I might get a half a mile of flat trail walking. That's it. It's either you're climbing or you're going down. And there hasn't been a lot of scenery. I mean, the woods are gorgeous, but that's all there is. So these last couple days haven't been that exciting for me or for you when I do the videos. But I think today, the way my ankles are, I'm gonna maybe only do a 12 to 13 mile day. Try to find a stealth camp where I'll be by myself, can relax. All those people yesterday were all these young kids, and I was listening to them talk, and it was pretty much all they cared about was getting to town and partying. And all they talked about was how they cheated on the trail, how they found this shortcut, that shortcut. One guy told me, he said, I saved 8 miles by walking through a neighborhood. Well, what the hell are you even out here for if you're not gonna hike the trail? He was from England, it sounded like, but he was talking about how he has found all these shortcuts to skip miles off the trail. Well, so far I haven't skipped anything. I've walked every inch of it. But anyway, I'm starting to go downhill. I had to climb about a mile after the camp where I camped to get to the top of the hill. Now I'm going downhill. And I will show you some views when I see them. So I thought I'd show you some of this national forest. Some of the parts yesterday, it was real old and big forest, but today it's looks like this area was cut or logged at one time. I'm seeing a ton of these stumps, hundreds of them. And if you notice, all the trees are 10 to 20 feet tall, so all the new growth coming in. It's pretty, but I'm ready for some views. Oh, and I forgot, I can't remember, I just mentioned, yeah, I think I did mention this. Australian guy told me I'm gonna love Oregon because it's pretty much 75% flat. I mean, you go over mountains, of course, but you got a lot of flat section. Looking forward to that. But yeah, it doesn't look like I'm gonna have any views. So. Just pine tree after pine tree. And beautiful blue skies. Well, still heading down this mountain. Just met a middle-aged gentleman from Southern California. His trail name was Tortuga. And he did half the trail last year. Then he flipped up to Canada this year and is heading to Sierra City to finish his hike. So, Sierra City is, I think, in Northern California. So, he'll be getting off trail then. I think if you're an older gentleman like him, not me, I'm only 49. That's probably the way to do this. Just do half the trail one year and half the other, because I'm telling you this, I wanted the solitude, is why I did it southbound. Of course, the way things are going this year, that's not happening. And so it's been a struggle at times, but it should start clearing out. I think I mentioned yesterday, I heard the lady told me I'm gonna run into another giant northbound bubble in about 2 weeks. They were about to finish Oregon when she ran across them. So I have to deal with that too for a little while, but they're going the opposite direction, so it's usually a day or two and then they're gone. But I can't remember, forgive me, I can't remember what I say every day, but there was this one guy I was talking to on Facebook. He was on the PCT Sobo page, and Alex, and he lived in the South now, but he was from Michigan, and we chatted a few times, and we met my first day on trail. I mentioned that in the video. He recognized me, my Facebook picture. And anyway, he posted, when I was in Summit Inn, I was looking at Facebook, he had posted, hell, he is in Oregon already. He was in Portland taking a day off, so he'd already crossed the Bridge of the Gods. So he is booking. Love to be there already. He started a week ahead of me though, but still, I mean, he's way more than a week. He's already, I mean, Washington's 560 miles, I think, or 20. And then Oregon's about 480. Some of these big hikers will, or long distance hikers, hell, they could do Oregon in 2 weeks if they want. Hiking 40 miles a day. But anyway, I'm gonna put this phone off. I'm going down a steep descent. You gotta be careful. See you. Well, it's 11 o'clock and still in the woods. I kept hearing this weird popping noise, intermittent buzzing and popping. And then I finally see it. There is a monster, I don't know if you can barely see it, power line running down between these two mountains. And you can just hear it popping and buzzing. That's probably the best view. There's the power lines. Strange noise. Well, just a little update. Still walking in the woods. I'm probably going to combine these last 2 days in one video because there's just not a lot to show. It's just walking in national forest, up a mountain, down a mountain, up, down, up, down, up, down. I just had a huge climb. It was like straight up, and it was kind of in the sun. So I did confirm though that was Mount Rainier, and just got to see the little tip of it. But on gut hooks, there is no water either in this place. I've been out of water for 3 hours. It's supposed to be a spring coming up, but about 3 miles from there, it's supposed to be a campsite up on the mountain with an awesome view of Rainier. But I'm gonna have to carry all my water, which sucks because that's like adding 6-7 pounds to my backpack. But I think I'm gonna do it because I'm pretty tired from, I hear water. Where is it? But there's not any other campsites way another 6 miles, so my ankles are, both of them are killing me. These steep uphills and downhills are taking their toll. So anyway, this is my view. Not a lot. Kind of in a, looks like a burn section. So anyway, let me find this water. See, bye. So just quick update. Yeah, I'm glad I quit talking to y'all and went back and checked that water because that was my spring. I had passed it. And it was a good flowing one. I didn't even filter that when it was coming right out of the ground and coming over a rock. It was perfect. Had a little perfect stream. So I just loaded up, let's see, 1, 2, 3.5 liters of water. So that weighs about 6.8 pounds. And that campsite I'm wanting to go to is 3.5 miles away. Oh, it sucks carrying all that, but there's no water up here. I think the next water is 6 miles. So I want to get there first and get me the best spot and have my tent opening looking at Mount Rainier. So I'm going to book it there and call it a day. It only put me at about 11, I didn't do the math, 11 or 11.5 miles for the day. But after that 16.5 yesterday, now, like I told you this morning, my left ankle's killing me. And I'm sure it was carrying 7 pounds of water going downhill to that campsite. But yeah, this, unfortunately, this hadn't been a real scenic, pretty section. But I just the guy I've been talking with off and on all day. He stopped by at the spring, and he's going to check that site out. But he says he may want to go farther today. So anyway, I'll let you know when I get there and show you a great picture of Rainier. Look, a semi view finally. Not much of one, but hey, I'm walking in the woods all day. Well, I was checking gut hooks again. Now I've decided there's another camp spot. It says one man, but you can fit 2 tents. I'd like to be alone tonight. So I'm gonna check it out. It's pretty close to the Rainier one, but the Rainier one's gonna be in an open area. And if it does get windy, which it has been today, it can be noisy as hell. So I may check this other one out. And I'm tired of carrying all this damn head weight and water. It's either one I use, I gotta carry water. So we'll see. It's supposed to have a nice north face view and some seclusion from the wind. So it should be coming up in a mile or so. So we'll check it out. There's Mount Rainier, little old mountain. Pretty cool view. Finally made it to camp. Did about 11-12 miles today. Here's my tent. There's Tim from Canada, my neighbor. And we got a view over here, I believe, of the north face. We're up about 4,500 feet. Got another view over here. Pretty windy, so there's no bugs. And I'm getting ready to eat and call it an early night. So we'll see you tomorrow.